think we're live. Greetings, and happy birthday to Half-Life 2. Today, November 16th, is Half-Life 2's 20th birthday. That makes me feel very old. A few other notable birthdays this month for games is Halo 2 on the 9th turned 20. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, I believe, turns 20 this month as well, and so does World of Warcraft. November 2004 was a crazy month for game releases. But we're not playing any of those games today. We're playing some Half-Life 2. Valve, as they did with Half-Life 1's 25th anniversary last year, they've released a big update for Half-Life 2. It's 20th anniversary. There's a documentary out, kind of in the same vein as the Half-Life 1 documentary. I think the big sort of the big things with this update is they kind of rolled the 2 episodes into Half-Life 2, so they're no longer standalone. They've added a new developer commentary to Half-Life 2. I'm not going to be playing through that. I don't think that'd be very good on stream. I would definitely recommend to check that out on your own. I know I'll be doing that sometime later off stream. And then lastly, the thing I'm very excited about is they added workshop support to Half-Life 2. You can kind of see in this extras menu, you can go to workshop, and here are some of the things I subscribe to. We'll be taking a look at these maybe a little bit later. But that's pretty exciting because up until now it's been kind of a pain in the ass to play Half-Life 2 maps, and unless they were set up as like proper mods. Because the thing with Half-Life 2 stuff is like there are some proper mods, things like Minerva Metastasis and Mission Improbable, that have like their own Steam pages. Actually, Mission Improbable does not. Right? No, yeah, it doesn't. Minerva Metastasis has its own Steam page, so it's pretty easy to set up and install. Mission Improbable, however, is on ModDB, and you have to kind of go through a little bit of trouble to install it, which involves like sticking it in some source mods folder and restarting Steam and going through that whole mess. And then it gets even more awkward when you're trying to deal with like smaller campaigns. Like Mission Improbable is like it's about like an hour and a half or something, I think it took me to get through that. But you get to some of these like smaller maps that are like 20 minutes, you know, from like a map jam or something, because there's been a lot of map jams for Half-Life 2 over the years. So there's a lot of these like little small maps that people have made that are very high quality, but there hasn't been a good way to easily play them until now. Of course, there is a lot of junk on the workshop as well. I mean, there's already a ton of like just garbage on here. But it's cool to see some very popular stuff. Minerva Metastasis is on here. Research and Development is on here. Mission Improbable is on here already. And yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff too I'm kind of interested in looking at. So we'll have to save these maybe for future streams. Other than that, what else did they add here? I think they just did a lot of bug fixes, some minor graphical updates. They kind of tuned up the gamepad support for Half-Life 2. They released a bunch of they released like high quality recordings or video rather of the some of the demos, like the Free TV's demo, and then the E3 2002-2003 demos. That's pretty cool. And then they're set to release a new printing of Raising the Bar. I actually have a copy of Raising the Bar. I was very lucky. I got one for pretty cheap. That book is fairly expensive nowadays. It's a very cool book though. But I think there are scans of it online. Raising the Bar is like a little. It kind of doesn't really I think it's like considered a coffee table book. It's basically just a lot of like pictures and like concept art from Half-Life 2's development and some stuff from Half-Life 1 as well, and like explanations on kind of what it is. There's a lot of cool stuff in there, a lot of cool art. It's been scanned several times over, and I think the whole thing is up on the one of the Half-Life wikis. But apparently this reprint is going to have episode 1 and 2 stuff, as well as like some episode 3 stuff. So that'll be pretty interesting. Whole bunch of, there's like proper patch notes here of just like random changes. No deathmatch maps this time, which is interesting. I mean, Half-Life 2 deathmatch just doesn't have, I think, the same kind of... Half-Life 2 deathmatch never kind of struck the same chord with a lot of people as Half-Life deathmatch did, I think. You know, Half-Life deathmatch with like the Gauss jumping and whatnot, I think was just kind of far more popular. Half-Life 2 deathmatch never really had any cool tech. Like there's no bunny hopping in it. Like the coolest thing you could do is like there's some gravity gun stuff you can do where you can like launch nades at people, and then there's like you can crossbow the Half-Life 2 crossbow, like the bolts will bounce off walls. You can do, you know, some neat trick shots with that, but otherwise I don't think it was as fondly remembered. So no new deathmatch maps, unfortunately, but they did include some fixes for HL deathmatch, so that's kind of neat. Anyways, let's get going here. We're just gonna play one chapter from the game, and then we'll check out these mods. We'll do Highway 17.
Hello, Dr. Freeman. The car's all ready for you.
God, this is loud. Okay, let me turn this down a little bit. There we go, that's better. This is probably my favorite chapter from Half-Life. Oh my god, that is still so loud. Jesus. Oh no, audio over here. Let's turn that way down. Let's try that. Alright, that's a little bit better. I think it's just this fucking crane that's blowing up my headset. Yeah, this is probably my favorite chapter from Half-Life 2. I know a lot of people like Ravenholm. I think Ravenholm gets a little tedious. It's just kind of a lot of headcrab zombies. In general, I actually prefer Half-Life 1 to Half-Life 1 to Half-Life 2, just due to its enemy variety. Half-Life 2 just has a much better, or I'm sorry, Half-Life 1 has a much better enemy variety. Oh, we gotta turn the music up a little bit. Audio mix is a little scuffed here. There we go. Can I get up over here? Oh no, I guess I can't? Hold on, I can make this work. This is already scuffed. I've not played Half-Life 2 that many times. Okay, I guess I can't get it out of here. This is extremely scuffed. Why is this even here then? Where is the proper way up? Not over there. Is it... I missed it? It's over here? Oh, it's over here, okay. As you can tell, I haven't played a whole lot of Half-Life 2 compared to 1, even though this was the first Half-Life game I ever played. I have a retail copy of Half-Life 2. I got this game, I think, in like 2005. I got this and Morrowind, or not Morrowind, sorry, Oblivion at the same time. And I never really got into Oblivion. Make sure my default FOV is 1110. Let's do 105. Actually, we just change that in the... There we go. Goes out of the way. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, I fucked everything up again. Is it still under the car? Yeah, it is. Okay, we're gonna have to do this. Oh, God, it's stuck under the car. There we go. I have the retail box of this game with Gordon on the front. I believe there's 3 One with G-Man, one with Alex, and one with Gordon. I feel like the Gordon one is probably the best one. G-Man one's probably not too bad, but what's interesting is the Half-Life 2 like the original box for it has like beta assets. There's like a little picture. It was from a time when so back in the day you have like big boxes. For instance, like Half-Life 1 was a big box PC game. If you bought a retail copy, it came in a big old box. Half-Life 2, on the other hand, kind of came from an era when they had moved away from the big boxes and more towards kind of medium-sized boxes. They weren't quite like CD cases, like later on, PC games would just come in like your standard, like, you know, Xbox 360 style, like DVD cases. But there was like an in-between era where PC games were coming in like larger kind of cardboard boxes, and they would have little flip-out panels in the front with like pictures of the game on it and what have you. And for Half-Life 2, that little flip-out panel has a bunch of I guess beta assets. I think it's like a beta antline and like some beta combine textures on the or beta combine soldiers, I guess you could say. Yeah, fades. Okay. So it's always interesting to look at that. The vehicle controls in this game are not great. This is usually one of like the kind of pain points of this game is the abundance of like vehicle sections. I think at the time they were very novel. This whole chapter I like quite a bit, even though a lot of people don't like the car and how much driving there is. There's just something about it. It kind of expanded the. This whole chapter just sort of... I should turn the volume down a little bit more. This SMG is so loud. There's something about this chapter that kind of expands the... Get out of here. The scope of the world that I like quite a bit. Because up until now, you're kind of like... Ravenholm is very claustrophobic. Even the canals are pretty claustrophobic. City 17... It's your, you know, you're kind of going through corridors, you kind of feel like a rat in a maze, and then you kind of get out here and it's, I mean, it's not an open world game, obviously, but it definitely feels way more open than anything previously in Half-Life 2, or in Half-Life 1 for that matter. Let's take a look at the G-Man here through the little binoculars, talking to Odessa. Fuck off. This might be a little too quiet. Volume 0.0995. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Can kill these pigeons. There we go. But yeah, this chapter just kind of, it feels like it really expands the scope of the world. I think it's just a shame the car kind of handles so badly. These maps are pretty impressive for the time. They're very open, very large. Remember, this is all done in Hammer too. These are like all, well, not all. There's a lot of brushwork here. I think these are, I forget the name for them. They're the equivalent of patches. What would be patches in Quake 3 Radiance. There's a name for them in Hammer, though, like, and I cannot remember it off the top of my head, so I've not really used Hammer for any kind of map editing. the only experience of the Tau gun here. Originally, you're supposed to take this gun off of the supposed to be able to take the gun off the Jeep and use it, kind of bring it with you. But they cut that. There's a lot of cut Half-Life 2 stuff. I'm definitely in the camp of people who
Hurry, get in the basement. We're expecting gunships at any moment.
I'm definitely among some of the people who prefer the cut Half-Life 2 stuff to kind of what we got. I think Half-Life 2 lost some of its charm. You know, Half-Life 1, you could argue, is a little bloated. It has a lot of weapons that maybe aren't so great. You know, one thing that people sometimes try and praise about Half-Life 2 is, you know, all the weapons have a purpose. They all serve a very specific, you know, need. It's like, yeah, that's cool. But I think in these types of games, having a little bit of bloat and a little bit of fun is, you can hardly hear this guy. I don't know what it is with the...
Now, who's going to be the lucky one to carry it into combat? Ah, yes. Gordon Freeman.
The sound mixing in this is a little screwed up. Thank you. This guy up here gets hit with a rocket. He makes a really weird noise. I will, try and... Oh, there it is. It's like a weird squelch or something. It's kind of hard to hear, but you can find videos of it. Get that barrel out of the way. There's rocket ammo. There we go. What are these guys doing? I'm trying to dodge shots. You guys are just standing in my way. Oh, fuck off. She's like barely scratched the antenna. But yeah, I don't mind a little bit of bloat in the arsenal. There's definitely a point where it gets to be too much. But I never thought Half-Life 1 felt bloated to its... Like, Half-Life 1's weapon arsenal is never to its detriment, I think. Half-Life 2, I feel like it's a little too focused. I also think some of the guns just don't feel as good as their Half-Life 1 counterpart. The SMG and the pistol's really the big one. This thing is like a pea shooter. It's like a pop gun or something. It does not feel great at all.
Good luck, Nova Prospect, Freeman.
Gotta go talk to this guy. I cannot get the audio in this game to sound right. It's either too quiet or too loud. Let me just get back in the car and they'll open it up for me. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, so I think it's like the limited weapon variety combined with some of the weapons not feeling super great as their Half-Life 1 counterparts leads to the roster being a little bit inferior. I know that the gravity gun is supposed to be the big thing. The gravity gun, I feel like, is just isn't that great, I guess, let's say. The big problem with the gravity gun, I think, will always be, while it's really cool for puzzle solving in sections where you only have the gravity gun, anytime that you encounter an enemy and you have your gun out, it's just like, well, why not just use the gun? You know, you kind of have to ask yourself why you wouldn't just shoot the enemy. You know, you're adding several more steps when trying to switch the gravity gun, which is like, you know, unless you have it bound to a specific key, if you're just using default bind, it's like you have to hit 1 twice. Because, you know, one swaps to the crowbar, 1 again to gravity gun. Then you have to find an object, then you launch the object at him, and hope you don't miss. There's a lot of extra steps compared to just doing this. I almost feel like this game probably could have used a weapon reset in the same way that Half-Life 1 had a weapon reset. Let's see if I can hit this guy. There we go. You know, when in Half-Life 1, when you get knocked out at the end of Apprehension, you lose all your guns. That was dumb. And it kind of resets you a little bit. You kind of have to recollect your arsenal. I feel like this game could have used that, but with the gravity gun. And they probably could have, like, maybe Ravenholm just could have been only gravity gun. I know there's an achievement for only using the gravity gun. I remember doing that way back in the day. This part's pretty fun. That brings the crane up. Bringing it down? Yeah, we're bringing it down. Let's grab this. Just crush these guys over here. Good stuff. I mean, even if the gravity gun isn't the, you know, the meta of how you would want to fight enemies in this game, I guess you could say, or I guess meta's not the right word, the optimal way to kind of fight enemies. The physics in general are a lot of fun. And I think that's kind of the thing Half-Life 2 is maybe most remembered for. You know, Half-Life 1 did the whole, like, changing the way stories were told in first-person shooters, and then Half-Life 2 did physics. Oh, fuck. Ooh, there's no cooldown on this. There we go. And the physics of this game are really cool. I think they hold up. Source physics, or the Havoc physics, rather, are a lot of fun. They're a little jank at times, but that's alright. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no, okay. I don't know if I can salvage that. Let me see if I can maybe lift the crane up and put it in a better spot here. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck off. Okay, it's gonna pick up both of them now. It's alright. There we go. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. Let me get a little closer there. I don't want it to, like, bounce all over the place. There we go. Perfect. A little clip here that kind of gets stuck on. Rid of you. Yeah, just like having explosions, just sending stuff flying. It's all very cool. You know, moving these boxes around with the crane. I can't think of another game that did physics like this at the time. Like, I don't want to say it's the first, because I don't definitively know, but it was definitely one of the first that used had such, like, seamless kind of physics integration into it. Oh, come on. This thing has like no torque whatsoever. I mean, I guess it is like a dune buggy, but thankfully they greatly improved the driving for episode 2 when you get the buggy. That thing handles a lot better than this does. Oh yeah, there's a whole crate right here. There we go. I always love the synth enemies. It's a shame that they kind of... Oh, that was such bullshit. Oh, cut butt? Fuck off. There we go. The synth enemies are very cool. They have a very neat design. That, they're just so interesting to look at. Just like that weird, like you can't tell if they're like... They're fleshy and mechanical at the same time. They almost feel like a compared to kind of the way the Combine soldiers look, and the kind of the sleek look of a lot of the Combine tech. Oh, that disappeared. Okay. They almost look slightly out of place. There were more synths originally. You can actually see them. You can see some of them going up to the Citadel near the end of the game. There's supposed to be like a whole bunch of synths that they just didn't end up using. And it's kind of a shame that they veered away from that look. Because it's very evocative, I think, of Half-Life 1 and the way Zen looked, where it's like just very fleshy and weird, very alien. Whereas the Combine are like a little too sleek, maybe, at times. Not to mention samey. I also like the idea that like you kind of have, you know, it kind of shows what the Combine's all about, you know, integrating and kind of controlling other life forms and kind of integrating other weird alien species from across the universe or the galaxy or wherever into their collective. So it's a shame that we couldn't get more synths in these games. Get this thing off my car. Out of here. Combine AI is also not that great. Let's get rid of those guys. Oof, that hurt. Yeah, a lot of their AI is just like run at player. That's kind of what I'm talking about. That's like the other half of the original Half-Life that's missing. The first being kind of the arsenal, and the second half being the enemy variety. For most of this game, you're just fighting either some form of like headcrab zombie or Combine soldiers, and the Combine soldiers they're just not that interesting, unfortunately. I mean, they serve the same purpose that the They serve the same purpose that like the Marines did in Half-Life 1, but the Marines were counterbalanced by all the aliens, by the grunts and the vorts, and then you had like the Zen wildlife. There was supposed to be Zen wildlife in Half-Life 2 originally. There was supposed to be like like weird emaciated like hound eyes that were like starving, and like bull squids and whatnot, which I think would have been really cool. Oh, there we go. That was sick. But they cut those for some reason, which is a shame. Those would have been pretty cool to have, especially in like the canal section. Just like bull squids living in like dirty sewers would have been pretty neat. Of course, here's where we get. Is this the last weapon in the game? I think this is the last. Besides, like, the super-powered gravity gun, I think this is the last weapon that you get, as the crossbow. They give you a little perfect place to use it. To show you that you can stick guys to walls with it. Crossbow, I would say, is pretty satisfying in this game. Pretty cool that somebody actually made a real-life Half-Life 2 crossbow. Like, they recreated a real crossbow that looks like this, that could heat up rebar, which is very, very cool. It's very impractical, though. It takes a lot to power, and the heated rebar doesn't really add anything. But it's cool that somebody was able to recreate that. Move all this junk out of the way. I would say if you're comparing this to like On a Rail, I actually do prefer this chapter compared to On a Rail. Oh, those idiots. They just walked right into that. Get out of here. There we go. That's one thing that's another kind of downgrade from Half-Life 1 is the sprint in this game, and having the flashlight and your breath tied to it. They did fix the flashlight though in the episodes, and there are plenty of mods out there that allow you to use the rest in peace Combine APC. There's plenty of mods out there that allow you to use the episode 2 flashlight in Half-Life 2. Turn the music up a little bit. There's a good track here coming up. Half-Life 2 does not have, I believe, as good a soundtrack as Half-Life 1. Half-Life 2 actually reuses a lot of the Half-Life 1 tracks. Because Half-Life 1 had an absolute banger of a soundtrack. So they reuse many of the tracks here. This part, no, not this part. The bridge has a really good track. Oh, this is the bridge. Okay, so this is the part that I'm thinking of. So I can kind of bait these guys out a little bit. Shoot them with the Tau. Guess not. Oh, shit. think that's another thing too, is there's a little bit of overlap in the arsenal with the AR2 and the SMG, the MP9. A little bit of overlap there. Probably contributes to the arsenal feeling more limited. Like the alien gun equivalent in Half-Life 1 would have been like the Hive Hand, which is just like super wacky alien gun. Even though it's not like particular, even though the AR2 is objectively more useful, it kind of fills that overlap. So I think it makes this arsenal feel really limited by comparison. Oh shit! Hello. I used to think these blackhead crabs were really creepy. I like the little like rattlesnake noise they make. I do like the head crab variants in Half-Life 2 quite a bit. The fast head crabs are really cool, and the like the poisonous ones are pretty neat as well. I still would have preferred more like Zen wildlife, like hound eyes and bull squids and whatnot. But I think the variants, just like in a vacuum, are objectively like good enemies. I turn up the volume again. It's just so quiet. Like I had to like base the volume off of the SMG. It's just like so like obnoxiously loud. Alright, I think we're good here. Let's get on up to the move this over here, and then we will go down over there? No, over here. Oh god, holy shit. Oh my god, this guy almost hit me. What the hell? How much health do those guys have? They're like the ogres in Quake. Holy shit. I got a big reach there, huh? It's just a little path down here. This doesn't lead anywhere. Yeah, this bridge right here is invokes a certain mood. I like it quite a bit. With all the fog. Let's try 1.2. Is that too loud? Oh my god, that's too loud. Okay. Let's try. That seems to be pretty good. This track right here, Lab Procurum, I think, is a excellent track. Perfectly kind of fits the mood here as you're crossing this bridge. It's also like this bridge is really nice because it's a lot of like steel and concrete. It really breaks up the. It really breaks up the kind of more natural environments of the coast. A lot of sand and dirt and rock. You know, after kind of driving across all those sandy beaches, you kind of come up to this. This like big concrete and steel structure I like quite a bit. also includes a little bit of platform. Platforming is a little more tough in this game. You don't have like that full like Quake air control, I think. Or I don't think you do. Yeah, you definitely do not. I guess when you kind of crouch, you get a little bit of that back, sort of like TF2. Getting down there? Nope. Oh, that hurt. Got one of them. The game set this nice trap for the enemies for you to activate, and then I just kind of walk into it. It's pretty great. No bunny hopping in this either. There originally was bunny hopping, I think, in some of the earlier releases. Half-Life 2 is kind of interesting because the original release was very different than this one. This version of Half-Life 2 is running off the Orange Box engine. When they released the Orange Box and Episode 2, they upgraded both this and Episode 1 to that version, or that branch of the Source engine. And with it came a few updates, like the look of the... That was one thing I was kind of disappointed in. There's no way to change the look of the Vortigaunts back to the original one. The Vortigaunts in this originally had like a really kind of swampy, kind of grimy texture. And there's really no way to get that. I mean, I guess you can mod it back in if you really wanted it, but I kind of wish they would have added an option for it. I know there's like an option for like some of the particle effects you can change back to classic ones. Those guys were gonna walk into their own nades there for a second. Get rid of you. Oh, nice. They hit him anyways. Okay. Let's get here to the rockets. They really love these gunship fights. I think there's a little bit of a break between this one and then there's one more that you fight at Nova Prospekt, and then I think you fight another in City 17 during the Uprising. But that's like kind of 3 in a row. You fight the one with at the Odessa camp, and then you fight the one at the crane, or just after the crane, and then you fight this one. There's only like one real helicopter fight in Half-Life. The one on the cliffs. There's like 2 before that you can shoot down with the Gauss gun. But those are kind of optional. They're just kind of annoying and they like fly around. You don't really have to bother with them if you don't want to. There we go. Up there. Let's get out of here. Yeah, definitely my favorite little section of this this whole chapter. Just let those guys be. Did not expect that. For you. Kind of wild how fast the AR2 puts these guys down. Oh, come on, you can do it. There we go. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I didn't know that could happen. I thought it was just gonna, like, I guess it just... Okay. Well, I wasn't aware that that was a thing that could even happen. I figured I'd just let it hit the car. Oh god, this car controls so poorly. I wasn't aware the car could blow up like that. I just thought the design of the Razor train was very cool. Wait, what? What the hell? Huh? I guess I'm confused. Am I supposed to race the train? Oh no. I'm a little bit confused. This might be bugged or something. Because I survived that last time, and then it was just like, nah. Can I... Okay, let's get way out of the way this time. Let's get, like, off the tracks. Oh yeah, maybe we are supposed to come back here. 'Cause these guys weren't here before. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. So if you're even just, like, on the tracks while the train's coming by, it fails you. I did not know that. That's a little strange. Because there is, like, this safety area. I feel like I remember doing it this way in the past. It's been a long time since I played Half-Life 2. I think I played, like, in maybe 2019 or something. I did a playthrough, but it seems like you should be able to just, like, hang out right here. But for some reason, just hanging out here failed me. I had to go all the way back. Interesting. I wonder if that's a bug or if that's, like, a change or something. I'm not really sure. Comes the... I think this is the spooky part of Highway 17. The creepy tunnel. Well, after this load zone here... Oh no, I guess this is the end of Highway 17. Sort of sand trap. We'll play through sand traps too, why not? We've been going for like 50 minutes. Once we get to like Nova Prospect, we'll try one of those mods out. feel like this encounter is perhaps a little clunky. Yeah, these zombies really just like cannot find their way through the mess of cars here, especially these like fast ones. I almost feel like they should have maybe put some like trigger jumps. I think it would have been more interesting if the fast zombies came really fast and were like jumping over the cars. Maybe have something like blocking your way back or something. That would have been a cool encounter. There's a free idea for any Half-Life map makers out there. Yeah, kind of like I don't know if that exists in Hammer, but you know, like Quake has a like a jump trigger that kind of just makes enemies hop over stuff. And having something like that here, that just allowed would allow like those zombies to kind of hop over the cars. I guess it must have that because I've seen those zombies like jump up pretty high before. I don't think that's like a natural thing they do with their AI. I think it's got to be something that's like triggered. I like that tunnel though, little taste of like Ravenholm. I feel like there probably could have been more there besides just like a slightly better encounter. But yeah, fine as is. It's a memorable section. The one thing I'd recommend if you've played Half-Life 2 a few times already is MMod is pretty fantastic. It is a weapon rebalance and for Half-Life 2. It's also an animation and sound overhaul as well. It reanimates many of these weapons, and it's pretty fantastic. The new animations are great. It has maybe a little like one too many options, I feel, at times. But overall, it's definitely worth a play if you played a lot of like vanilla Half-Life 2. Oh my god, how many of these things are there? Jesus. Just there we go. Okay, guess that's just locked regardless. Got it. There we go. I also do love the, it's like when you destroy certain, like I destroyed that dresser to just like poofed into like 2 wood splinters. That whole cabinet or whatever it was. Those mines, anything on that ship that's pretty cool, worth getting? Not really. This also kind of a missed opportunity. It's something that they've done in Half-Life Alyx is there's no like Zen flora or fauna. Half-Life Alyx, which I haven't played, but I've seen plenty of videos on, does a really good job incorporating like weird alien plant life. Whereas like Half-Life 2 doesn't really have any of that. Oh, you fucker. There we go. It's like right in the dick. Jeez. Those guys. And you. Sand traps is really just like more of a Highway 17. It's kind of like how Forget About Freeman is just a continuation of surface tension, but you can't call it surface tension because you're underground. I was kind of surprised to learn that Half-Life 2 had, it's like so few chapters compared to Half-Life 1. I guess these chapters are a lot longer than Half-Life 1's. Maybe, I don't know. This feels like a longer game overall. Some of them are definitely much longer than Half-Life 1. Others maybe not so much. Because I will say something about Half-Life 2 compared to 1 is this game feels more, I guess I was talking about this earlier, is it feels more expansive in terms of its scope. You're just going to a lot more locations. How do you turn these things off? In the house? Oh yeah, in the house. Okay. The electricity goes to the house, but I don't see any batteries or anything in here. Yeah, I guess I could just push the car over the thing. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. I know there's one later that's like a battery puzzle. Like I said, it's been a good minute since I played HL2. Like compared to this, I play Half-Life every year. Half-Life's like a nice, quick, short playthrough. Like you can get through Half-Life in like really a sitting. I try to break it up at least into 2 sittings, but here's the battery puzzle I was thinking of. See, there's like one up there. Jesus. Ah, that was bad. Bad throw. It's also a bad throw, jeez. Where'd that other one go? Maybe just drop those off. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like without like the just like the fast move speed all the time, you do lose a little something in combat too. Like the default movement speed isn't terrible, but in some of these like hit scan fights, it's a little like you kind of want to move a little faster. But I guess that's just me. I'm so used to like Quake and all these other boomer shooters that are super quick. The thing interesting about this puzzle is I think there's a spare battery somewhere. I don't know where, but I think there's like an extra battery that you can get in the event that you lose one. There we go. Though I could be completely wrong about that. I thought that was the case, but... You almost gotta be careful when boosting in this game. Because it kind of like locks you in, like you can't turn or anything. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, really, I don't know why this is, Sand Traps really should start here. And be this chapter. Like, this should be the end of Highway 17. I don't know why this is like that, all that stuff back there was Sand Traps. Oh yeah, I gotta bring the car in. Goodbye, Buggy. Served us well.
Okay, Doc. You'll have to go on foot from here. There's a secret path
It's
along
the
the
sniper
cliffside,
from
but no one's
TF2.
going anywhere until we fight off this attack. Having you here to fight alongside us is going to make a big difference for morale.
Is this connected to anything? Oh shit. Okay. Hey, here's another banger from Half-Life 1. I'll shoot my own guy. Oh no. I'm just like eating down. I hate these guns on the side. I mean, I guess they kind of don't want you to just like. Oh, please get out of my way. Okay, he's dead, thank God. Just want to get in this building, look for health. Yeah, they really don't want you spawn camping these guys. Oh no, everyone's getting in the door. Oh, you guys gotta move. I'll let those guys get killed and then I'll get some health over here. Oh, did they get the they get the shotgunner? I think they did. One thing I'll say is like they definitely got better with the combat encounters in the episodes. Episode 1 and episode 2 have much better combat encounters with the Combine than the base game does. I feel like episode 1 is actually really underrated. Episode 1's pretty good. I was kind of surprised by how good it was last time I did my did a Half-Life 2 playthrough. Oh, you can shoot the guns off. I didn't know that. That would have helped. I think that's what's happening. Oh no, yeah, I didn't shoot the guns off. Shit. Oh my god, these things do so much damage. Oh, shit. Okay, that's... Just get inside here. There should be health. Oh, come on, all armor? Really? Fucking 1 health, Jesus. I mean, I guess if I would have just stayed hunkered down, I would have been fine. I really need some... Oh, no, they're gonna keep coming. Okay, there we go. Full health. We're good. And here comes the gunship. The, a lot of goodies up here. This is gunship fight number 4? Yeah, and they really love these guns. Or wait, is this 4 or 3? Odessa. This is 4. Jesus. They really love these gunship fights. I'm kind of hoping that, so for the Half-Life 25th anniversary, that hurt. I don't know what just happened there. Jesus. For the Half-Life 25th anniversary, it still hit him nice. Dario Casali, one of the, level designers of Half-Life did a playthrough. And I'm kind of wondering if he'll do one for Shell 2. Be nice to get that extra bit of insight. Oh my god, he takes so many hits too. I am playing on hard for what it's worth here. It's kind of interesting to see kind of what hits really hard and what doesn't on hard difficulty. There we go. Jesus. What a mess.
This way, Dr. Freeman. We'll take the cliff path before another gunship finds us.
That's a crusty face model. Okay, I'm gonna go back here, see if there's any leftover supplies. Everybody's dead. I think that's the only guy who survived. They probably had to spawn a new guy in just to tell me that dialogue. But yeah, the episodes they got way better at these kind of encounters. Like the one that you can kind of compare this encounter to is the cabin fight in episode 2 with Alex, where you get ambushed by a bunch of combines on the way to White Forest. Much better design than this fight here. I think it's because mostly it mostly takes place in a closed building. That's probably why. A well-designed, kind of large cabin, whereas this is like these houses are very flat and boxy, and a lot of them only have like one entrance. They're just kind of awkward. It's like, especially with like the NPCs, because the NPCs are just like all standing at the fucking doorway.
Right along there, and watch your step.
Volume up a little more. I don't know why I made that sound, but... Yeah, this right here is like, I feel like Sand Traps proper. That lighthouse encounter really should have been the end of Highway 17. I guess because maybe they wanted Sand Traps to be a little bit longer. I don't know. Highway 17 actually officially starts when you get to the buggy. To Ravenholm ends like after talking to Alex.
You there! Stop where you are! Stay on the rocks! Don't step on the sand! It makes the antlions crazy! Laszlo, don't move! No. Help!
Rest in peace, Laszlo.
Poor Laszlo! The finest mind of his generation.
Finest mind of his generation. I do like this section of the game. I think this is like a pretty fun gimmick. A lot of Half-Life 1's chapters were kind of dependent on gimmicks like this. You know, like you had On a Rail where it's like you got the train the whole time. I guess Power Up and Blast Pit were pretty similar. Get this stuff here. There we go. Don't need any of that. So yeah, this is a pretty fun gimmick, all things considered. You gotta play the floor is lava, kind of hop around. Also kind of reminiscent of the movie Tremors. Classic movie. Really good movie too. Like for a monster movie, it's very well made, well executed. Let's see. I think there's like if you take some of these alternate routes, there's all sorts of goodies around here, but we're just kind of moving through here. Another seesaw puzzle. Of course. Half-Life 2 and Seesaw Puzzles, a very iconic duo. Oh, fuck. Ah, fuck it, we'll just go on the... The only thing is the antlions are not much of a threat in this game. Oh, come on, it wouldn't let me, like... It wouldn't let me jump. Try the other side this time. I mean, I guess in theory, like, you'll run out of resources eventually, but like I have enough ammo that it's just not, there we go, not a problem. I could really just probably run to the end if I wanted to. There really should have been a maybe a bigger threat, maybe some kind of like unseen antlion or something. Originally the antlions were going to have a from my understanding a bigger part in this game. There's going to be like an antlion king. Damn, I can't get any of that stuff. It's alright. Yeah, there's going to be like an antlion king, and the antlions are going to have a much bigger part, similar to how they had a much bigger part in, here we go, in episode 2, with like the antlion hive and whatnot. A lot of that unfortunately got cut. See, I kind of want to... I guess I don't really need to go up there. Ah. No, I need more stuff to climb on. Let's grab this. That way. There we go. There we go. Oh shit. Here. Yeah, there we go. Very cool. Oh, that's not very cool. It's just SMG ammo. I don't need that. I like this door here that's just literally a texture. It's just like painted on. It's kind of interesting playing this game again and really seeing how, again, comparing it to the episodes, like how kind of primitive Half-Life 2 is in a lot of ways. Like, look how basic this is. It's literally just like a box. Like, the roof doesn't even overhang. There's no, like, further detail on it. I mean, I know it's, like, really small and just, like, an out-of-the-way thing. Like, this has more detail, this little thing down here, but they really started kind of upping the detail of when episode 2 kind of came around, and there's a lot of crusty sections in Half-Life 2. Ravenholm especially has a lot of crusty areas. I think a lot of it is just like leftovers from the game's kind of beta period, similar to Half-Life 1. You know, they kind of had this whole different idea for how the game would play out. That door kind of flipped out there. tempted to just run over there. Yeah, fuck it, I'll just run over there. I don't feel like doing this. Again, I wish there was a bigger... It's a really cool gimmick. I just wish there was a bigger threat. There needs to be, like, some king antlion, or, like, a sand shark. You know, some big antlion that would, like, swallow you up if you touch the sand, or do a bunch of damage to you, really fuck you up. Maybe the antlion guardian could have been that. You know, the antlion guardian's, like, maybe he's blind, and he can only detect you if you're on the sand or something like that. I don't know. It's a cool gimmick, it just needed a bigger threat. Speaking of the antlion guardian... That little music scene again is from again a Half-Life 1 music sting. There we go. That was pretty easy.
Free man must follow.
There's a Vortigaunt voiced by the late great Tony Todd, recently passed away, unfortunately. Very unfortunately, because he really gave a lot of life to the Vorts. His voice as the Vortigaunts was very iconic, I feel.
The process is not entirely hygienic, therefore stand aside. The free man will have need of these pheropods on the paths ahead. Gather them now. The free man must follow.
His voice is the Vortigaunts, and then I feel like Mike Shapiro as the I think that's his name. I could be wrong. As the G-Man. He also does Barney. Is very iconic.
Freeman must excuse us. It is rude of us to commune by flux shifting in front of those whose vocal inputs are impaired. Yes, we'll vocalize in your auditory language as a matter of courtesy. Unless we wish to say unflattering things about you. Just so.
Yeah, the Vortigaunts don't really have much of a presence in this game, outside of, I guess this sequence, and, you see a couple at, like, Black Mesa East.
The free man honors us by his presence.
I don't know if you see, there's a Vortigaunt who's dead at, Nova Prospect. I don't know if you see any Vorts after that, though. The Vortigaunts didn't really get a, don't really show up in full until episode 2. I'm trying to think if there's any in episode 1 that do anything cool.
The freeman will now be instructed in the use of theropods. Attend now and learn to shepherd antlions with the so-called bug bait. The freeman has done well.
Oh, I guess this is the last weapon you get. I totally forgot about this. I almost never use the bug bait. Again, it's one of those weapons that, like, I guess it's kind of this game's equivalent of the Hive Hand. I guess I shouldn't have compared the AR-2 to the Hive Hand. I guess I was just thinking of, like, the alien's primary weapon. The Alien Force's primary weapon was the Hive Hand in Half-Life 1, and in Half-Life 2 it's kind of the AR-2, to an extent.
Squeeze his bug bait sharply if he wishes the antlions to follow where he leads.
Do I have to go open it?
Freeman must squeeze his bug bait sharply if it wishes the Antlions to follow where he leads. The Freeman shows his excellence in all things.
Oh, he wanted me to
And
squeeze
now
the...
this one must bid the Freeman
bait.
farewell. Nova Prospekt lies just beyond. Remember well what you have learned here. The Eli Vance has greatest confidence in you.
There we go. But yeah, the bug bait is also kind of one of those weapons. It's like a little too gimmicky. I don't know. It's kind of like the gravity gun. It's like, you know, every now and again you can pull it out and refill on antlions, but otherwise you just kind of let them do their thing, and I'd rather just like shoot gun. But that's just me. I don't know. Maybe there's others who really get a lot of use out of the antlions. I do enjoy the speaking of antlions, and I guess kind of the episodes, the best use of the antlions is in episode 1, I believe, when the antlions and the Combine are kind of fighting. It's very reminiscent of a lot of the encounters in Half-Life 1, where you're kind of stuck in the middle of these two forces that are battling each other, and it creates for a lot of interesting combat situations.
Priority warning. Perimeter restricted.
I think this is a Half-Life 2 exclusive track. This is a pretty good track. Or I guess I should say not exclusive, but made for Half-Life 2, as opposed to some of the other tracks, which are from Half-Life 1. There we go. Video. That was like a good turret section. Always fun. That's another thing that the M-Mod adds. So you can pick those turrets up and carry them around. It's pretty fun. Let's turn the bumper off over here. There we go. This whole beach section is very cool. Like, everything I was throwing was to kill that guy. It just all whiffed and hit everything but him. It's funny. Alright, we're gonna probably cut this off, and we'll try one of those mods once we get to the pipe. That's kind of where Sand Traps ends. Out of here. Oof, that hurt. I'm gonna die here. Yep, I'm dead. I don't know what that barrel got stuck on. Jesus. Here we go. So I kind of launched that last barrel on him. I thought it was pretty far away, but I guess he was closer than I realized. actually use these guns effectively. And really should be a gun here to kill the guys that are coming across. I guess they probably didn't want to overdo it on the turrets. Nope. Nope. There we go. Oh, I think the antlions got him for me. Helpful. Is there any health in here? So I'm saying the antlions just kind of do their own thing. It's just you just kind of treat the beta as like a passive buff of just like, oh, I have these guys helping me out now.
Nova
Perfect.
prospect stabilization formed. Directive 2. Engage reserve. Contain oxygen incursion.
So I'm kind of low on health here. There they are. Okay, back up. Nope, nope, get out of my way. Nope. Nope, they're closing in. Jeez, I don't have to do anything. All the antlions just ran in there. And... oh, well, I guess they're dead now. Are you... I think we're... nope. I wonder if these guys are gonna keep spawning or if there's just a lot of them. I'm not sure if this is like an infinite spawner here. Kinda seems like it. Maybe not. Alright, let's move up. I'm glad that I killed most of those guys with the turrets, though. What the world is shooting me from the cliffs? Oh, you know what? It was the turret on the dropship there. Speedrunners do a pretty cool trick where they like fly in and they land perfectly at the pipe up there. I have to take the handicap access ramp. I cannot perform such cool tricks. I wonder kind of what this update's going to do for speedrunning. It'd be kind of interesting to see. I assume they might have fixed some of the tricks those guys use. I'll probably just play on the whatever version's best. I think that's kind of what they already do. Can I shoot this guy through the grate? I can. There we go. I will say the crossbow is pretty satisfying in this game. Maybe even more so than Half-Life 1, just for that. I assume that's probably like a little throwback to the original Half-Life. Let's see where's the text. Is this it? Are you still in sand traps? Yeah, still in sand traps. Okay. Does it not see you like get in the prison that says Nova Prospect? And there's like one last fight coming up, but yeah, there's like another gunship fight. Oh, that was horseshit. There we go. There we go. Oh, one shot. One shot left in this thing. Ah, fuck off. Pistol is not pinpoint accurate for this. Nope, I'm dead. Damn. There we go. There's one more guy up there. Hopefully he doesn't, I guess even if... Push him. Easy. Oh, now there's guys in those towers. Oh, you know what? Do I have rockets? I don't have rockets. Fuck. I don't have much in the way of ranged weapons. There we go. You can kind of like cheese it a little bit, because you can't shoot while you're zoomed in with the suit. But you can sort of cheese it. Let's see what's in these boxes here. Really SMG ammo? Like of all the things you could give me? There we go. Fuck off. It's definitely a lot tougher than I remember. I remember this being pretty easy, but I think last time I played this it was with MMod, so just get rid of that. Not even chance it. Oh, here comes the damn guns. Gunships here that you normally fight. Screw that. Get some suit energy. I guess after this is when Nova Prospekt proper starts. See, this episode ends with like a crazy, like Sam Traps is pretty long because it ends with this whole fight here. They definitely could have extended Highway 17 to end at the lighthouse. Oh yeah, there's two of them. Where's the other one at? Just get rid of those guys. Like I'm just getting shot at. These antlers are just kind of hanging out, standing around. Yeah, somebody really loved these fucking gunship encounters. A little excessive, in my opinion. I mean, it's cool how you have so much, like, control over the rocket compared to, I don't think Half-Life 1 you had this much control over the rocket. I think Half-Life 1's rocket launcher was a little more, like, stiff. You couldn't, like, make those tight swivels and turns that you can in this. But it's a little excessive. Just kind of like waving the mouse around. I think they probably could have cut like 2 of them out. Just had like this finale, maybe like the first one. Maybe just have like 3 total. Like that. Alright. New chapter, please. A valve puzzle, okay.
Perimeter communication set 0. Internal stabilization scheme. Deploy
Nova Prospect. Not yet. Oh, loading. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that is Highway 17 and Sand Traps. Definitely two of my favorite chapters from this game. Make the world kind of feel really expansive. You know, whereas Half-Life 1 is pretty claustrophobic until you get to like Zen. Even like the outdoor sections aren't very large. You know, and then the rest of the game is like you're just kind of running around through like concrete hallways and stuff. And I mean, Half-Life 2 is almost the same way. Even in the canals are more claustrophobic, I feel like, than the coast. Anyways, save that. Return to menu. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's go back. Extras. Workshop. All right. Let's try one of these. How do I... For currently no save games. How do I start the... Oh, okay. Here we go. Open on Steam Workshop. Vote up, vote down. Unsubscribe. How do I play it? Do I have to restart? Oh, okay, I guess click on it a bunch of times and that works. This is, I'll have to put it in the description. This is Quiet. Let me go find it real fast. I believe this is just a demo. Where is it? Your favorites. Oh my god, how do I find what I'm subscribed to? Please. Subscribed items, there we go. This is Quiet Rehabilitation. It is a demo. It is basically a Quiet Rehabilitation is an upcoming free Half-Life 2 single-player modification that focuses on to expand and revamp the original Nova Prospect chapters by bringing brand new locations, enhancing its storytelling with appealing visuals and highly detailed levels, following the authentic design seen in the main game. So yeah, let me put a link to this in the description of the stream real quick. There we go. Put a go ahead and update that. And then yeah, let's try this out. It's kind of a revamped Nova Prospect sort of deal. Or a kind of a demo of, say, work in progress. Some shotgun shells. Do I have any guns? Oh, I do. Okay, we got pistol, SMG, shotty. That's it. Do we have a gravity gun? We don't. This so far looks like Nova Prospect. You mentioned puzzles, so I'm curious to kind of what they have in mind for puzzles. Oh, there's the G-Man up there. Look at that. That is a tricky G-Man sighting. Blink and you'll miss that one. Pistol ammo. use the pistol for these guys. Alright, that's locked. I assume they want me to go down there. Let's check up here real fast. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Been through there. Is there anything up here? No, it's a dead end for now. I like these Half-Life 1 music cues. These are good tracks. Go to quick save. Actually not sure if I'm supposed to... Yeah, even just going down here kind of... Oh, I think I know what you're supposed to do. I kind of screwed up. Okay. I think you're supposed to go up here, maybe. Okay, maybe not. You're supposed to turn that off, whatever. I feel like that should have turned the lights off. That would have been cool. Turn like maybe leave this light on, but like turn these two lights off when you turn that off. So it's like you kind of get to see the layout of the room, and then it just like boom, you're in the dark now. Alright, so what are we... Oh, you do have to hit this switch to kind of get this room open here. I guess you could get on this pipe here. Okay, I can't pick that up. Let's grab this. Let's just see if I can get across up here. It seems like I can. Just jam that in there. It's fine. Is this gonna block me? It's gonna block me. Oh no, I can do this. Okay. It's a little tight, but you can get to the other side. It's a little awkward. You can't go through here, but you can go kind of through here. Or I don't know how I did it last time. So now it's just not letting me. I guess it's just a one-way trip. Yeah, I feel like this beam maybe shouldn't be here. Unless they just want it to be like a one-way trip. I'm gonna try and do it again, but with the power on, so I can get into this room. Oh, there goes all my suit energy. I appreciate that this is a episode 2 mod with the fixed flashlight. Are these pipes gonna shock me? Oh, they will. Okay, shit. So you do need the power off then. Huh. Okay, well, I'm just gonna... There we go. That's close. I don't know how to get that room. I assume that room is like just a secret. It seems like there's just supplies in there or something. There we go. Oh, no, wait. I'm stupid. You go all the way around. Okay, I see what you're supposed to do. Overthinking it. Yeah, now you just go down there and press that, and you can get in that room. Jesus. Almost died. So you have to go this way anyways. There we go. Some health back. All these goodies. This vent kind of reminds me of Portal 2. I think this texture here, this metal texture, is used quite a bit in Portal 2 near the ending when you're kind of in the back areas of Aperture. Lure these guys through this door. There we go. Oh, I only got one, unfortunately. This like main room here looks really nice. A lot of detail. Have any? Is there any nades back here? Oh shit. That hurt. Probably could have picked that up and threw it at the turrets, but whatever. So this is kind of an awkward encounter. Jesus. Unless I missed the nades somewhere. There might have been nades that I missed.
However, we cannot count on such developments. Dr. Freeman's reputation is such that other desperate renegades are likely to grant him a great deal of license in the spirit of spreading general news and terror.
Alright, let's check back up here first real fast.
The one note of disappointment I must echo from our benefactors. Obviously,
This is locked. This is locked. I want to get rid of these. I'm going to use my nade to get rid of these. Fuck it. I guess I could just knock them over, but I could have picked them up and just tossed them, but I would have taken a bunch of damage. So.
I have been severely questioned about these shortcomings, and now I must
There's that Rain Man graffiti. There's like a whole spooky ARG based around that guy. Just very goofy to think about that, like some artist is random. Some artist is like a random graffiti that they put in a game like 20 years ago became just like some spooky thing that they'll make creepy videos on the internet about.
at the time. He was in a state that precluded further development of covert skills. The man you have consistently failed to slow, let alone capture, is by all standards simply that, an ordinary man. How can you have failed to apprehend him?
This room reminds me of in Half-Life. We got hostiles. There's a couple of vent shafts that kind of look like this.
Necessary. Now is the moment to redeem yourselves. If the transhuman forces are to prove themselves an indispensable augmentation to the Combine Overwatch, they will have to earn the privilege. I'm sure I don't have to remind you that the alternative, if you can call it that,
Oh, was I supposed to trip this?
in union with all...
Oh, no, what the fuck? It just exploded. No, I wasn't supposed to trip that. What the hell?
Let's not allow it to come to that. I have done my best to convince our...
I thought that was like gonna activate turrets or something. I guess not. Alright.
But without concrete evidence to back it up, my words sounding increasingly hollow even
Yeah, you know, excuse me. I've been playing a lot of. I've been playing through Black Mesa again. Black Mesa has a little tripwire. Oh yeah, this is just taken straight out of Half-Life 1 right here. I'm dead. Yeah, unfortunate. Where's this gonna load me? At the start? Wait, where are we? Oh, we're back here. Okay. What can I kill this guy quickly with? We just use the Magnum on him. Out of here. Nice, that guy's dead. Where are you? Oh, I didn't get the shotgun guy. That's unfortunate. There we go. Played that a lot better. Yeah, that little vent section was absolutely taken right out of Half-Life 1. Nothing wrong with that, but... I guess with a dash of Half-Life 2 as well, because there's a section in the canals where the Combine kind of break a vent and toss a bunch of explosive barrels down. Kind of surprised this doesn't give you a gravity gun. I wonder if it has something in store later for the gravity gun. Any way to get in here? Looks like we get in there a little later. Alright, I've learned my it makes man-hacks way more annoying to deal with. Shotgun would probably be best. There we go. Right, those are gone. Can't pick that up. Can pick this up? Yeah. It's back this way. The supply room. There we go. Bunch of goodies. Does this... Can you open this? Oh shit, that's a lot of enemies. All just kind of single filed right into my shotgun, so. There we go. This is new. I like this area. This is pretty cool. You don't ever really go out, like, once you're in Nova Prospect in Half-Life 2, you don't ever really leave the prison. You're just kind of in there. So, pretty cool to step outside for a second. Anything over here? Alternate way up. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Oh, I guess you gotta go back down. This is pretty cool so far. This is kind of what I'm hoping for the Half-Life 2 workshop. More stuff like this, just like kind of nice, like one-off maps. a lot of really great like Half-Life maps like this that I've not got a chance to play just because they're kind of just annoying to install. Oh, this is a turret defense section, isn't it? Oh. Going this way? That guy got TK'd by his buddy there. Can I bring the turret? Will it actually even shoot these guys? I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a second. No, it's not reprogrammed, I guess. Unfortunate. Is there any health back here? A little bit. Nice. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. That's smart. I like that. That's That was a really good encounter. Really good use of the man hacks, because I see all these guys coming on, just like, oh, okay, I can just kind of snipe them as they push up, and then it's just like, nope, you got man hacks on you. I guess the smart play would have been to ignore the man hacks, because they don't really do that much damage, and just kind of like light these guys up from afar. But that was pretty good. I also like the zombine with the grenade on the elevator. Feels like it might be the last encounter here, though. Let's see. This is just a demo, so I don't know how long this actually is. Oh, I need the, oh! Okay, that's the demo. Following the mod on ModDB page. That was pretty good. That was pretty well made. That was a quiet rehabilitation demo. Pretty good. No real complaints. That was fun. Oh, is this just like bugged now? I could open the console up. I guess I'm just stuck here. There's probably a few kinks, you know, they're gonna have to work out with the workshop. It's a little, you know, stuff like this might happen. I think the problem is it's trying to kick me back to. So, as I was kind of mentioning earlier, the way that you normally install maps for Half-Life 2 is that they're their own like separate mod. You have a source mod folder and your main Steam installation folder, and usually you have to stick Half-Life 2 stuff in there, and then you restart Steam, and then you launch it from the Steam client. It'll like appear in your library as if it was like its own game. And typically that means that these games, or these mods, whatever you want to call them, have their own menu screen, just like Half-Life 2 would have. So I think a lot of these are trying to kick you back to that menu screen. But I don't think they can do that anymore because of it's like all part of Half-Life 2 now. Let's go ahead and restart the game real fast. So there's a few bugs they'll have to work out there. Let's see what background are we gonna get. I love these animated backgrounds with stuff happening in them. They're very cool. TF2 for the orange TF2 on console used to have animated backgrounds like this. I think they're very cool, very nifty. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it. I think that's a good place to stop. We played probably my favorite part of Half-Life 2. Highway 17 plus sand traps. Basically, Highway 17 all the way through till Nova Prospect. Got to see a mod. Yeah, this has been a pretty good update. I'm really excited to see kind of what shows up on the workshop. Hopefully that'll make for some good future streams. Some cool Half-Life 2 stuff that I might have missed. There's been a lot of Half-Life 2 map jams on like Run, Think, Shoot, Live. I think they've ran quite a few Half-Life 2 map jams in the past, so hopefully some of that stuff gets uploaded to the workshop. Just like one-off maps that are like 20 minutes long or whatever. Because like previously it was kind of hard to make like a stream out of that, but now that it's all in the workshop, I can kind of just like machine gun through a bunch of short maps or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Half-Life 2 is it's an interesting game. Half-Life 2 kind of marked the beginning of like a golden era for Valve. Like obviously there was, you know, Half-Life, the expansions, CS 1.6, TFC, but I really think what a lot of people remember, like when you think of like Valve and like classic Valve games, or at least if you're part of like a certain generation or like a certain age, 2004 to 2014, Valve released a lot of really good games. There was like a 10-year span where they were just hammering out classics. Starting with Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Counter-Strike Source, Day Defeat Source. Not in this order, by the way. I'm going way out of order with some of these. Half-Life Source, if you want to count that one as a classic. Half-Life, and then the Orange Box came along with Episode 2, Portal, and Team Fortress 2. Again, all amazing games in their own right. Then we had Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2, Alien Swarm, often forgotten, but still a really cool game that was put out completely for free, just out of nowhere. Then we got Dota 2, Counter-Strike Go, and yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I'm sure there might be something I'm forgetting in there, but Valve had a pretty incredible decade, and it all started with this, with Half-Life 2 and the launching of the Source engine. I feel like Half-Life 2, compared to Half-Life, I feel like Half-Life 2's legacy is more, like I was kind of saying earlier, I prefer Half-Life 1's gameplay. I like that it's a lot faster. I like the enemy and weapon variety more, but whereas Half-Life 1's legacy is more about its kind of gameplay and what it did for storytelling, I feel like Half-Life 2's legacy is more about the technology. You know, Half-Life 2 has really amazing facial animations, a lot of which still kind of hold up today. The characters can really express and emote, which is ironic because it's in Half-Life where it's like you're gonna miss a lot of it because the player is just like goofing off in a corner with like a couple props when the characters are like doing their dramatic stuff elsewhere. But yeah, you had the really kind of really well done facial animations for the time. Obviously the Havoc physics were insane. Again, I don't know if Half-Life was the first game to so seamlessly include physics into its gameplay, but it's probably the most notable. One of the first and most notable firsts, if that makes any sense, to just kind of seamlessly include physics, and you can interact with them as much or as little as you want, and they're just kind of always present. You know, there's always, every time you shoot a grenade, or, you know, every time you throw a grenade or shoot a grenade out of the SMG, You know, there's books and stuff all flying around. You can, you know, ram enemies and their bodies go flying. Havoc ragdolls are, of course, super timeless and always fun. Half-Life 2 in the Source Engine also kind of spawned an entire modding scene. So many classic mods, a lot of which are kind of forgotten about, like Zombie Panic, Zombie Master, Source Fort Wars, Team Fortress Forever, Pirates, Vikings, and Knights 2. Just all sorts of like fun. GoldenEye Source is another one. All sorts of really fun and goofy stuff. But yeah, I think more so than Half-Life, whereas Half-Life 1 was, its legacy is based purely on its gameplay, Half-Life 2 is sort of eternally tied to the Source Engine and its legacy. So in a way, it's sort of like a duo birthday, celebrating both Half-Life 2 and the Source Engine as a whole. So yeah, that's all I got. Anyways, that's going to be it for me. If you're watching this anytime, or if you're watching this around the time it was streamed, Half-Life 2 is currently free along with all the episodes. I assume everyone probably already owns them though, but in case you don't. And yeah, I don't know, play some Half-Life 2. It's a game worth playing if you haven't. And if you have, maybe this is a good opportunity to replay it. As I mentioned earlier, they added a developer commentary. I'm really looking forward to checking that out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one. GG's.